We are back again with these daily updates. Little update, I just rented this warehouse type office. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll be documenting more of that stuff when there. I just like bought this chair. That's basically the only thing I have. And then there's the monitor there. But I'm still yet to get a desk and a bunch more stuff. But yeah, if you're new here, here's how we structure these videos. I'll start with the Q&A. So any questions you guys have, any questions you guys drop on this channel and on my main channel. I'll share some growth stats and progress and then some updates on my SaaS business. If you don't know who I am, my name is Vasco. I'm a software business, a SaaS, software as a service. And I just use this channel to document process. And my goal is to sell you either on my SaaS or my course. Eventually, I'll have a course to sell you guys, just so you guys know that I will sell you some stuff. I want your money, being fully transparent. I also use this as like a diary to hold myself accountable to the stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, with that out of the way, let's just jump straight into Q&A. So we'll just go over the questions on the main channel. This guy asked, there you go. I made a video on how we're using OpenClaw for SaaS, and he asked, "That's insane. Can you share what LLM model you're using? Also, how much are you paying monthly?" So we're using Claude. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen this, this is just basically what I think I mentioned in the last video, where we have ClaudeBot, which is this stuff right here, connected with our Slack, this stuff, and also connected with our analytics like Postdog, our Stripe, all in like only viewing access. Like he doesn't have access to like, edit stuff and all that. That's super dangerous. So be careful with that. Basically, I think I was showing them off like how I use Claude for that. So yeah, we use Claude, literally the Claude. I know it's the same name, but we use Claude as the model. How much we're paying? Well, it depends, because we were paying, I think there was a day that I was paying like $500 a day, because I was trying to see its actual capabilities. I wasn't being super aggressive. I was asking him to like write full articles, and with that go here to take an image, go there to like look up some info. I was asking him to generate videos. I was asking him to add voiceovers. I mean, I was like pushing to the limit. Yeah, we were spending $500 a day. But for the stuff that I expend on here, I think it's like max $500 a month. It's super cheap. Yeah, that's what we're using right there. If you use it constantly, I mean, theoretically, we can just duplicate ourselves, let OpenClaw make multiple SaaS products while we as humans just provide business requirements, technical questions, and provide feedback. I mean, I think by the time this happens, because if you're asking if it can automate the coding and the creation of the SaaS, by that time it can also automate the marketing, can also automate the sales, the customer support. So if and when that arrives, I don't know what we all do, but yeah. That being said, I don't think that's what's going to ever happen. I mean, what happens, like let's say if there's like a button you click that does marketing. If that really happens, that really works. Like if there's a button that you click and get clients, or a button that you click and it builds out a software, if anyone has access to that button, like click the button, get clients, then you stop having leverage. And the leverage is literally, what gets you success. Like in marketing, leverage is success. And I give this example all the time. Like if you have like a road, right? You buy a billboard right here. So you're here advertising your business, right? Every car that goes through, it sees your billboard and gets introduced to your brand and maybe buys, right? So you have leverage. But if everyone can now purchase a billboard on this same street, right? Then the eyeballs are going to be split between each other to the point where there's just so many billboards that having a billboard is kind of pointless. The point being is that if there's a little big red button you click to get clients, you stop having leverage. And by the point you stop having leverage, you stop gaining anything, and marketing just doesn't exist. So I don't believe that this is fully going to happen, this full automation. I believe that the bar is going to get lower and there's going to be basically more competition. So you're going to have to be more aware of that. You're going to have to do more to outwork the competition, which is good. So yeah, I guess hopefully this answers your question. But yeah, let's just jump into the question on the other channel, the one you're watching this on right now, the daily updates one. I think I did solve questions. If you guys have any questions about SaaS, my business, what I do, etc., just ask away. Let me see here. Community, what do we have here? Okay, question. Thank you. Question on the free trial conversion. My ads are cheap and bringing in tons of free trials. Good, but they aren't converting to paid. The weird part is that the few who do buy, the weird part is that the few who do buy don't churn. Weird. The product value is there, but people are falling off before they find it. Is creating a video academy on? I'm having a hard time understanding this question. So the weird part is that the few who do buy don't churn. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. Why is that weird? I guess it's true because there's some of that not a lot of them buy. Okay, the product is there, but the people are falling off before they find it. Sure, got it. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying basically that the product is valuable, but people are having a hard time finding that value because they don't convert from free to paid. Sure, maybe it could be the case that you're not educating them enough or showing them enough the capabilities of the product, or that just maybe you're just limiting the free trial a bit too much, in the sense that you're not giving them enough leeway for them to see, okay, oh, this is actually pretty valuable. I can do a couple of things with this. Is creating a video academy or an app video walkthroughs the standard place for this, or is there a better way to force an up? Yeah, I mean, we do this because our product is quite complex. Our SaaS software is quite complex. There's a bunch of stuff it does, and it's also a marketing software. So it's difficult to get people to believe in themselves and see it through that product actually works. What we do is we do a couple of things. First, we heavily suggest them to jump on an onboarding call. We just disable that because, I mean, long story, but we heavily suggest, hey, hop on an onboarding call. And that's where we can like go over not just the features, but before we hop on the onboarding call, we like see what their business is. And on the call, we sort of say some tailored things on how we'd implement and how we'd apply our SaaS to their business. Like if it's a local business, we say something. If it's like a SaaS business, we say something different. Maybe we pull in info from a case study of a previous business in their niche and say, hey, listen, by the way, these guys were in the same niche as you and they did XYZ. They did XYZ with these features and they saw XYZ results. So we pull in some social proof, right? Second, we have a full like / case studies page where we just have like a big wall of case studies, not testimonials, literal case studies where I record the videos just like this, going over client case studies. So showing proof that this actually works. And we do send a bunch of these case studies to the email list. So we have like a welcome sequence. Okay. So when someone signs up to a free trial, like I'm sure you send them like a welcome email. And what we do is then we send them like 2 days later, we send them like an email with a case study. 2 more days later, we send them like an email, with another case study. We do sprinkle different emails here. Like we send them like an onboarding email with saying hi, and one with like a full demo of the product. We have like a bunch of cool stuff, but inside of there, in the welcome sequence, which by the way, they only leave if they buy the product, we put in a bunch of the case studies we have. Third, yeah, it's the academy, right? We heavily invest in making not just tutorial videos, because I mean, those are necessary for sure, for like for docs, but we invest heavily in recording videos on use cases of our product, right? It would be cool if you could tell me what the product is. I could give you some ideas. But yeah, these 3 like are great, right? Are fantastic. The academy, this takes a little while longer to take off. Case studies, if I could suggest you start with case studies and your onboarding, then start building up the academy, because this builds not social proof, but builds the idea and the proof as well that your product has all these use cases. And you can even, when you're making videos on use cases, right, you can even say, hey, by the way, one of the case studies we have, they tried this feature and did XYZ. So here's proof that it actually works. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. I'd say the final question is, why do you have a free trial? Like, free trials more often than not are not a good idea, because the people looking for free trials are looking for freebies. We don't have a free trial. I mean, a free trial implies that people can use your app for free for a few days. What we have is that they can generate 3 free articles, super limited. It's not even a free trial. It's like a freebie to some extent. To remove the free trial. Most of the people I know that have free trials and that remove them instantly made more money. They just do. Because 1, the people who want to really try a product, they don't mind paying the $29, $39, $49 for 1 month and then just cancel after. And they'll take the product much more seriously, and they'll open your emails and read them much more seriously than if they haven't paid a thing. People that don't pay money don't commit. People only pay attention to the stuff they pay. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful in some way. Thank you for the comment. Really appreciate it. You were the only one that commented. So hopefully, I was able to convey my ideas. I know maybe I spoke a bit too fast, but yeah, hopefully this is good. And yeah, let me know on the business what it is, what you guys sell. So maybe I can give you some more tangible tips on that. Yeah, hopefully that was valuable. Um, Moving on to work day. Now today is Sunday, so yeah, it didn't really work as much as I usually do on the weekdays. But yeah, I think I mentioned this yesterday. I wanted to like revamp our welcome sequence, by the way, which is huge. Okay, this is basically where when someone signs up for like free, because they can sign up for free, we just send them like a bunch of emails. I think for like 2 months, where we just pure value. We send them case studies, use cases, success stories, feature breakdowns, new feature. We send them just a bunch of value. Of course, every single email also has a small call to action to, hey, give you the paid version, right? We use customer IO for this, and the sequence is huge. But when someone signs up and pays for the product, they just automatically leave the sequence so they don't get any more emails. I was working on this. As you can see right here, we have a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 case study emails, which is just basically emails. Maybe I could click one now that go over. Let's see, basically social proof that this works. So, hey, Vasco here. There's a business using Arvo to get greater traffic on Google ChatGPT. Specifically, they went from 0 to 26K monthly traffic in a couple of months. Click here for the details, and this just links into a YouTube video on the case study. Now, I don't particularly like linking on people to YouTube, because when they go to YouTube, right, YouTube is social media, right? The whole goal of YouTube is to get people on there. So they go here, they click your video, and then there's a bunch of videos on the sidebar, right? A bunch of videos on the play next. So this isn't ideal. What I often do is just embed the YouTube video in a dedicated page on my site so that there's no distractions. When they watch the video, they can actually take action on the CTA, which is, hey, go and buy the product. But yeah, need to work on that. Again, this is going to take me a little while to do, because the workflow is so big. It's like a month and a half long. So I need to work on this tomorrow still. I was also working on the cancellation sequence right here, revamping it as well, making it a bit more simple. Which, yeah, basically the whole goal is to just give them a bunch of value. Previously, I think I mentioned this yesterday, the whole goal was to win them back. Sorry, I'm trying to win them back. The whole goal was to get them on a call for them to let us know why they canceled, so to get some feedback. But we did that for a couple of months, and the feedback people gave us wasn't really any valuable for us. So now I've just switched it around. Now the whole goal is to just get them back. I'm going to give them the world. I'm going to give them a bunch of credits, free stuff to try to win them back. I'll see how that works, that strategy works, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. In terms of the title of this video, because you might have seen, I think I might have titled this, my SaaS made $1,000 in non-MRR or non-recurring revenue. And how did we do it? Well, it's because in our SaaS, people can buy backlinks. I mean, I think I explained what the SaaS is, but it doesn't really matter. But basically, they can buy not the subscription, not the credits. They can buy like add-on services. So they go here, and this is like an add-on, literal service. Like we actually do this, which is not really SaaS. This is not really software. It's like literally human labor. Because sure, they can use the SaaS. They can buy the plans just like a regular SaaS right here. They can get credits as well, and there's this in-app service where they can just pay us a ton of money for a literal service. Now, it doesn't really matter what the service is. My point of this is showing you that we have this other revenue stream in our SaaS. We have the classic plans, we have the credit top-ups, and we have like a little service that we just fulfill internally. So no SaaS is a pure agency type of service. So yeah, we made, let me just see if I can find it right here. March, one right here, there you go, 450, and one right here, 580. There you go, 1st of March. So yeah, we did those basically service sales. And so yeah, that's about it for today's update, guys. Hopefully you found this valuable. And as usual, guys, please leave some questions. I want to do longer Q&As on these videos. And yeah, that's basically it for today. Tomorrow I'll be heading again to the office. I mean, probably not, because there's no electricity there yet. I have to call like the guys, but I'll be heading here eventually. I'm going to set up a sick ass desk right here, sofa, chair. It's going to be a pretty cool place to work from, like a warehouse type place. But yeah, that's to come eventually. I made a video on if you guys follow me on Twitter, I made like a short video on Twitter. I'll leave a link for Twitter down below in the description, so you guys can follow along there, make more updates on there. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and do me a huge favor as usual. If you made it this far, in the word SaaS in the comments so that I know that you guys made it to the end. And if you're inspired, me a question about anything, money, software, whatever, just ask away. I'm here to help. I'm here to do three things: help you guys, document the process to hold myself accountable, and sell you stuff. I will sell you stuff if you guys want. Buy my SaaS. Eventually, I'll make a course. I'll sell a course. So yeah, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Take care. Bye.